Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we will be going over some of the best highlights between T1 and KT from the 2023 LCK Summer Playoffs. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Yeah, once you get to the point where there's enough damage for BDD, I can't make a point,
yeah, Owner is going to Twisted Advance forward. BDD's going to flash away. Sapling is down, but it shouldn't find him. Faker's already flashed over, shifts the sands. BDD tries to slow him down, but it does not work. Arise, Sand Soldier, and there is first blood.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a huge lead here now for Faker in the mid lane.
And they've already been able to build up. We haven't really talked about top lane, but with how the early game went, we did see a big lead as a possible dive might be set up here.
Yeah, there's a killer instinct onto Gumayushi, who has ulted already. Lahen's looking to find his way down there. There's the adhesive. The passive comes down, though, and that's almost just a solo kill. Walks onto the slowy ground, and that's why Lahen's manages to pick up one as well. Nice kill for KT.
Yeah, because they weren't just going to go, all right, we'll give this Herald up. They're like, let's see what we can get. If we get a pick mid, we get this Herald, and then this killer instinct here, this shield is going to absorb a lot of that early damage. Then this is just going to be a stack up off the passive. Nothing Guma can do once the slow comes through.
Pretty big mistake there from Guma, because the summoners there is definitely the right call, but could have been avoided, and we're starting to see KT ramp up the pressure.
Well, Cannonball's coming in as Cuz looking for Faker, doesn't quite find the Q. Stun lands though from BDD, and surely one of these CCs is going to work. No, Faker's able to shift the sands. He gets himself back to the turret.
I mean, this is just what Faker does on the Azir pick. It's so hard to lock this guy down. He knows how to shuffle out of almost
nothing happened, so I assume it's going to be fine. But Zeus, because of the attention that's been paid towards Faker...
Lahen's is... Yeah. Okay, right of the Arcane comes down, and Faker avoids the majority of it by walking.
Walks it off, but Zeus being 20 CS up, right, up the enemy backline, outside of the Maokai ult, can be hard, and this choke point, I don't think you can move through.
Yeah. You can see Keen already teleporting in. Here's the Nature's Grasp, though, is now Keen looking for an opportunity. Finds a Q onto Owner, and then dashes away. That's a big old ulti as Lahen's. He's in there and then out of there. Faker taking a fair bit of damage. Keen, though, is getting very low. Two-man Q comes through from Keen, but now he's still just on the run, and Gumayushi is free hitting. There's a flash forward as BDD is just collapsed on, and Gumayushi picks up the kill on the Zareth. KT not really coming out ahead on that one, although Lahen's did manage to secure the eye still. Cuz getting engaged on, and Faker going to be tanking that turret for a little bit longer than he otherwise wanted to. Still, big win for T1.
If you give up that Herald, you're going to lose all that in this objective. And when you watch how it all starts off here, they have choke point control. BDD's doing a decent amount of poke here, but then Keen, isolated at the front, takes so much damage here from Faker and the Leandries, has to get out. Lahen's also gets the eye, but is now a non-factor. And while BDD's hiding back here, trying to do as much poke as possible to try to make sure that T1 can't subsequently take out the turret, he puts himself in an exposed angle here, gets caught by Owner, and is subsequently taken out.
And I think that could have gone much worse. BDD and Keen actually did a really good job to deny Faker the shuffle, because if that shuffle actually comes through, Faker
poke out with the Zareth, with the Zeri, or with the Kai'Sa W's, but Zeus on a flank here.
Yeah, is going to be on vision when he does Umbrally dash over that wall. Arctic Assault gets Cuz to relative safety, but it means they're not able to get themselves the Drake. That is a decent ult, but it's going to be avoided by Faker, and the Infernal Chains pull back the Sejuani. And Zeus going to grab that kill now. KT might be forced to fight. BDD in a decent position right now, but T1, they just hold the phalanx together, and they're going to be able to walk the Drake as well. They don't lose their turret. Everything working out here.
Yeah, the fact that they're able to save the turret in itself is incredible. And once again, Faker almost gets the shuffle Emperor's Divide and is caught by BDD's stun.
Another time, another chain, and another kill for Zeus. 2-0-1 now on this Aatrox.
And I think T1, you lose that mid turret, it is just kind of unplayable. They are able to defend the Herald here, but they can't get Prio, even with Herald here. And then watch Faker here get shut down on his attempt to shuffle. He has to flash. Arguably didn't really have to, but otherwise this fight is just a wash. KT, no ability to contest, unable to get turret, and T1 are just running away with this game.
And that Aatrox Maokai 1-2 combo proves to be so pivotal here, right? Every single time, if anything hits, if Maokai hits a W,
stay alive. They get a teleport and a kill.
That's pretty significant. This is going to stop that Baron pressure, because that was the next sticking point here for T1, is the fact that Baron has spawned. It's 2-item Azir, 2-item Zeri. Oh, could happen again.
Yeah. And he presses W a few times. There is a flash from Keen. Emperor's Divide comes down as there's the flash over from aiming. Couple of autos, and both solos are now dead for T1.
Just like that, KT's back in the game. I mean,
one, and T1 are a long way away from this. Kerry is going to turn up, but he's not exactly all that tanky. Ona trying to speed his way in there with that Shirelli, as it is going to be the Baron secured. Can KT escape is the question. Nature is grasping, and Gumayushi's going to press the ult button. There's the cleanse as well. It's beautiful, and BDD's going to be taken down. The Singe also dead, as Keen's just trying to keep him busy. It's a double now, and Gumayushi's just trying to keep them here. It does not work out. KT do make a couple of these back. Probably going to be the way to do it. As we have a look at the replay here, the Baron is going to go down to KT, but T1 close in.
Tries to block here, still gets caught here. Owner gets on top of EDD. There's no mobility for this mid laner. He is just going to get caught and destroyed. Keen can't heal for anybody. Nothing he can do. And hey, man, I mean, they were able to successfully pick off that turret, which is significant money, but you know, no Baron power here to speak of. As Zeus is actually a real threat. Here comes that ult.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp does come through here as Kane trying to mitigate that CC. Does a decent job and still has to flash. That's BDD. Locked down, and the rest of KT just scattering because nothing he can do about it. And it's another kill for Gumayushi. And how much can they take off the back of this one? They just wait for 1 second after that Baron wears off. And now they are inside KT's base, just tearing things apart.
Clear this Baron pit here, T1 was very, very quickly, as you can see. And now KT kind of blind here. Not a whole lot of information, not any ability to get BDD into position here. See if T1 gets Zeus on this flank.
Well, Lehen's possibly caught out. There's the Emperor's Divide. Lehen's is going to flash, aiming as well, having to flash to get out of the way. Down to his GA now as Gumayushi is causing BDD to have to get out of here. The stun's not going to work. The cleanse is beautiful. Ona locks down one. And T1, they don't even need a Baron to win this game, I don't think. They're just going to push this top lane, and it's only Cousin Keen to try and defend.
Last attempt. It's too many threats, as you mentioned, Chronicler, and Guma just winning this one. His aiming takes so much damage early, even with his GA. There's just no chance, and a very one-sided game here to start off the series.
It's not what we were expecting out of game one. Of course, T1 fans absolutely elated. T1, of course, have been phenomenal on the blue side, but also getting a great start in this series. Last time they lost game one. This time they're celebrating on the enemy nexus at the end of game one. Look at these extendo beams from Gumayushi, having a day out on the Zeri here in this one. They take down the remaining turret. Yeah, Carrier is going to suffer a death. It's his first one for the series, though. We'll give it to him. And T1 victorious in game number one.
Just a straight up
little blip that goes down for a second
Right
and then rights itself. As of course T1 T1 gets 3 kills off the back end. I do think
and these were some of the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and KT during LCK playoffs. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.